am here with some key members of the MST team to talk about some of the challenges in the manufacturing industry and specifically in the semiconductors and high-tech industries, and how we can use some of the latest technologies to solve those challenges. Joining me today, we have Ken Costello, who is our Chief Operations Officer here at MST Solutions, and Praveen is our practice lead for high-tech and manufacturing industry clients. He oversees all of the projects and the work that we do within those two sectors. And so they've got some really, really great insights for us to share. Ken, maybe you can start us off with some key considerations that make modernization in this sector a complex endeavor.
As Jennifer said, MST Solutions works with several different organizations within the high-tech manufacturing space, and we've seen some common challenges across those different organizations. In particular, what we see is a complex sales process in every one of the organizations that we work with. One example is that the sales pipeline is pretty opaque, and the end customer may not always be known. So it's difficult for each one of these organizations to track who the product is actually going to at the end of the day. The second piece that we see is because of research and compliance issues, the sales pipeline or the sales process can take several years. For example, if you're making chips that are going into a medical device, those medical devices have to go through rigorous testing, and that testing can take several years, in some cases, 8 to 10 years. It's necessary then for these organizations to track those tests, track the chips that are in those tests, going through that testing, so that they know what their pipeline is and what the potential is for a forecast over the next few years. So there are a couple of different issues that we see regarding the pipeline. The second is around just the sales people that typically work in these organizations have been in those jobs for a long time. We talk to people that have been salespeople or sales reps in the semiconductor industry for 20, 30, 40 years. In a lot of cases, they're not using a centralized system to track their opportunities, their accounts, or their contacts. As these people get closer to retirement, that becomes a bigger issue. So the different semiconductor companies are looking for better ways to track opportunities, track contacts, to track accounts, and take that information out of Outlook, take that information out of Rolodexes or cell phones, and put it into a centralized location. And as these organizations are bringing on junior salespeople, not only are they looking to track their opportunities better and their activities better, they're also looking to onboard faster. So long gone are the days where we could wait for 2 or 3 years for a salesperson to get up to speed on the semiconductor industry. And we want them to get up to speed much faster than that. So we need a way for them to access the information that they need to sell. We need ways for them to be able to collaborate across the globe with different sales teams or different technical teams. And we also want to give those new sales folks a guided sales experience, so they're really clear on what has to happen next, what the next step is, and really guide them through the process so that they don't have to spend years getting up to speed. We have a system that can help move them forward. And I know Praveen has seen some other challenges, particularly around complex operations.
Thanks, Ken. Semiconductors and other high-tech manufacturers typically have a global footprints with fabs located around the world. Front-end offices and client engagement teams are not always located in the same location as the fabs, but data has to move across effortlessly and in a secure manner to keep all operations and business units up to date. The same can be used for the technology too. Typically, they have a complex technology stacks. There are a lot of moving parts that are in various stages of modernization. In addition, sometimes there's a need to have some technology or data to keep on site. Any implementation of new tech that has to be deployed with great care to ensure that it integrates well with existing technology and causes disruption to the org's ERP and operations.
Thank you very both for that snapshot of the challenges in the high tech and the manufacturing industry. And so now I think to leave on a good note might be a good point at this time to talk about where and which technologies can step in to resolve some of these critical considerations. Ken, if you want to start us off again, that might be good.
Thanks, Jennifer. So we've done several Salesforce implementations across various different high-tech manufacturing organizations. And if we go back to the issue about tracking the sales pipeline, that's really a sweet spot for Salesforce. Once implemented, we're actually able to capture the full sales process, no matter how long, no matter how complex. We can show the client history, we can show the next steps for the salesperson that's working with the opportunity. We can enable sales or group selling. We can bring in knowledge from various different locations, all to help the sales rep close more deals and increase attach rates. But once we've got the contacts, we've got the pipeline knowledge, we've got the industry knowledge out of the heads out of Rolodexes into one spot, onboarding and guidance of new salespeople becomes much easier because everything's centrally located within the CRM. Praveen, what have you seen?
Thank you, Ken. Connectivity across on-premises cloud and IoT technologies is crucial to delivering an effective sales and distribution strategy. Powerful integration tools like MuleSoft and other tools that are available in the market can pull data from apps that don't naturally communicate with each other. And this is both from cloud apps and as well as on-premise servers, and unite it into one dashboard to create better collaboration between client engagement teams and business units. Back to you, Ken. Thank you.
So once you have a system like this in place and it's connected to all of your other systems within your tech stack, it gets very easy to scale and customize as the needs dictate. For example, you can add Salesforce AI that can make client-specific recommendations for maximizing attach rates and reducing time to close. You can add marketing automation software that communicates with your CRM to better align with sales and marketing, and a whole host of other applications and uses that can be added onto the base CRM once you have it in place. Over to you, Praveen.
So when it comes to configuration and integration of new technologies into your existing tech stack, we recommend finding a partner with extensive experience both in the software that you're looking to implement and as well as in the high-tech industry. Proven experience in high-tech better ensures that new technology can be introduced without causing any disruptions to your operations. Thank you.
Thank you both very much. And we'll put together some additional resources for vetting potential partners and technologies just to help companies as they go through that process. Ken, Praveen, thank you so much for taking time to share your insights on this very, very unique industry and where they're at right now.